crew coming through.
Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Lady.
Check, 59. Silver.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Stafford. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Check 37.
11. SOS. Recon, 132 fighter.
To throw is Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 15. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelce. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
43! 43!
Snap coming at one, and it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Nicole Hardman, the intended target. They will run it. It's McKissick. And down inside the 15 he goes. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Stafford on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Slam. Hey, watch it.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down.
56, check 56. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Ridley.
52's the mic.
Hey, 43.
Let go. Crunch time, defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, 43, 15. Delta.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
In your face.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Mahomes. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
50.
Mike, check, 59.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford eluding the pressure right. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. On 1st down, Stafford here. Looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the toss, here's Johnson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
32. Pilot, 64, weak.
Gotta do better.
Out of the gun, Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Back two, Mike, back two. I'm coming.
Collect.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Shoot 61. Matchbox, like. Check. I color.
Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
43. Hey, 15.
52's the mic.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
52's the mic. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Hey, yo, hey, go.
Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours?
Hey, 57.
Alpha. 52, by 52. Army.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devon Kennard. And the Lions will take over.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. Fourth down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs.
Mike 5'9".
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
A carry now for McKissick. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Ready? Waiting.
Check, 59. They can't hang with us.
Omaha, ready, move. Hey, give me radar.
Lights 59.
From the gun on third down, Stafford finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Stafford now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Throwing is Stafford. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. And middle. Look at him.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's fourth down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. It's a gain of 35.
It's a gain of 35. And a first down, Chiefs.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On second and inches, Mahomes flush to his right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
First down, Chiefs.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw, Stafford. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Lions on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Throwing again is Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, D.
The final shot before the break. Stafford. He's got his man. It's Curse. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. They'll run with McKissick. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
49, check 49, check 49.
Switch. Omaha, ready to move. To learn. Mike is 80 weapons.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And Amendola with a catch. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
61, matchbox lights.
Here's McKissick. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's see what you got. Middle. Mike 5'9".
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, Echo.
Stafford looks to throw again. And it's caught here. Amendola. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Monday. General West. Dudes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to run now. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Watch safety creeping.
Hey, 22! Omaha, ready, move!
50's the mark. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check.
22!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Double right!
Mike's 50.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 40, the 30, past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, forced out to his left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Rush in.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes, and that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Mahomes pass complete to number 14, Sammy Watkins. Touchdown, Kansas City.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
56, 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun on third down. Stafford, he'll get this one to Galladay. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Big Ed.
Drill right, 22, 29.
Lions go for it on fourth. It's Stafford. Got a man. It's Amendola. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Double right. Easy.
Mike, check. 50.
Topper.
Throwing again. Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelsey, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. And again, it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the shotgun. It's McCoy. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that will get out of bounds. So that's definitely going to put a major crimp in any comeback plans they may have had. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On first down at Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Stafford on the keeper. Throwaway and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
To throw again. Stafford. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. To throw is Stafford. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are back within a single score.
Switch up, switch up.
Stafford now to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Mahomes going to throw it here. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Agnew now to return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Man up, D. Slam.
He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Mike 50. I got it. Go. To the middle.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Now it's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now Stafford. And he's got Amendola on the connection. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Stafford. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Middle.
That's baby shot.
Recon, 132 fighter. 53, ready.
Here we go. 50.
Hey, wahoo.
Squeeze down the level. 50's the mic. Watch the run. They're running it.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
59.
Mike 59.
Hey, box truck.
He'll look to throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Brings up second and goal from the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
I'm going back to you.
Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. But now it's third and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. One last throw here for Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Danny Amendola. Incomplete. Brings up fourth down and goal.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down.
And we know that every play during a game matters.